after all these years.
Mary Higgins still emotional even 63 years later. 1951 was the last time anyone heard from her brother-in-law, Corporal Robert Higgins, just 20 years old, fighting in the Korean War.
My husband, he enlisted, and Lou, the other brother, he enlisted. Army, Navy, and Marines. 3
brothers all serving their country, but it was Robert who never came home. Bob, as he went by, the thoughtful son, regularly writing to his worried mom on February 9, 1951, telling her everything's okay, that he was in fairly high spirits. But it wasn't to last. 4 days after writing this letter, Robert, fighting in one of the most gruesome battles of the war, was captured. There was still hope, though, thanks to a letter from another POW who wrote that Corporal Higgins, weeks later, was still in good health.
That he saw Bob, they were in a battle, and that he was okay when he saw him.
But then the leads dried up.
We didn't hear anything at all, nothing.
Nothing for 6 decades until a few days ago. Thanks to Bob's nephew, Fred, who himself served during Vietnam, recently sent the Army a DNA sample, and prayers were answered.
And that's how they were able to match my brother Fred's DNA with Uncle Bob's bones, his remains.
60 years later plus.
Yes.
Are you just shocked?
Isn't it wonderful? It's a miracle.
Robert Higgins' name, of course, is listed here at the Korean War Memorial at Penn's Landing. Until now, it's been the only physical place family members could come to reflect on his passing. That will change, though, when he's buried at Washington Crossing National Cemetery.
But I used to think that he was going to come to my door one day. So I guess he did, in a way.
Brad Sattin, Fox 29 News. It was a tree lighting with all the trimmings, festive songs by grade schoolers. The Reading Pagoda Chorus was there. One seems to hear words of good cheer. Even an ice sculpture on this very frozen night. When you have all this, who cares if your city's Christmas tree isn't all that?
Just look at it, it's just ugly.
Looking around, the lights are just dangling.
I think some guy just said, hey, here's a tree, it's the right size, let's take this one. And they didn't even think about it. Guys don't think about things like that.
So this is a male problem. It's our fault.
Yes.
The reviews early on, not the best. What do you think of the tree?
I love it.
Is it looking a little bare?
It just reminds me of Charlie Brown.
Well, other cities may not exactly be green with envy, but we wanted to know if someone's now in the doghouse.
Oh, well.
Turns out the city's Downtown Improvement District, which put on the event, had a pretty good explanation. They simply couldn't get to the original tree they chose.
Monday, with the real bad rain we had, the tree was so far in the field that they said we were not allowed to take our equipment in to cut down the tree.
And so this 50-foot Norwegian spruce became a last-second stand-in. And Reading's mayor quick to offer some perspective.
There's people around the world serving our country that would be pleased to have a Christmas tree.
And a funny thing happened when the switch was flipped. Yep, people actually liked it. Even the woman who hated it at first.
The tree just looks lovely.
Suddenly you're a fan.
Sure, why not?
Keep it.
Yeah, we're going to keep it.
In Reading, Brad Sattin, Fox 29 News.